Graphs. So here we are going to discuss the concept of graphs. So let me write on the screen. So we are studying today is the concept of, we draw it again, undo. We're studying graphs. So for before studying graphs, first of all, we discuss first point, that is that we call it number line. Discuss a concept called number line. So in the number line, what we do is we draw a straight line and we put 0 in the middle, and we say that this is a scale where we place values which are measurable, and we compare two different values where they are. For example, if we are comparing let's say let's say temperature of a city, and suppose in one city it is 25 degrees centigrade, so we will label it somewhere here. We'll say it's 25, and in some other city it's -5, so we label somewhere here near to 0, we call it -5. So the numbers are increasing here and decreasing here. So this number line helps us to this tell us the number is increasing or decreasing. So we can compare two different values, how far or near they are. So this is a concept that is used, and for that, the for number line, the numbers should be all, we call it all rational numbers. Numbers, it means that there are some other numbers called irrational numbers or imaginary numbers, so we cannot use it. For example, there's a number called uh, there's number called we call it iota, which is actually -1 over under root, which is equal to I. So this number is imaginary because we cannot plot it on the line. So this is irrational or imaginary numbers. We can only plot numbers which are existing in the maths, and then we can plot. So this way we start with the concept of number line. Okay, let's go to next page. So what we can do is we can pick a straight line, and now what we do is draw a number line. So we have one number line as a horizontal line and one number line as a vertical line. Okay, and we place zeros of both number line here. So the 0 of horizontal line is also here, 0 of vertical line is also here, and the horizontal numbers are increasing this way and decreasing this way, and the numbers of vertical line are increasing this way and decreasing this way. So this is a we have placed two number lines together. We call it x-axis and y-axis. So this way, and we already know because the 0 is here, so in this axis, so x is greater than 0 and 0, and y is greater than 0. In this place, because the 0 of x is crossed, so x is less than 0, but y 0 is still in below, so y is greater than 0. In this place, since 0 is above in y, so y is less than 0 and it's before 0 in x, so x is also less than 0 in this side. And in this side, since 0 is crossed for x, so x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. तो हमें पता क्या चला कि अगर हम दो नंबर लाइंस को इस तरह प्लेस कर दें तो हम ऑल पॉसिबल केसेस को ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं. पहला केस क्या है कि दोनों एक्स और वाई पॉजिटिव हों. दूसरा केस क्या हो सकता है, दोनों नेगेटिव हों. फिर क्या है कि एक्स पॉजिटिव वाई नेगेटिव या वाई पॉजिटिव एक्स नेगेटिव. सो इनको हम बोलते हैं क्वाड्रेंट्स. तो इसको अगर हम कह दें कि Q1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So this way we label the graphs. We label the map of graphs. ठीक है. इसको दोबारा नेक्स्ट शीट पे चलते हैं. इसको अब लेबल करना स्टार्ट करते हैं. So now we have a typical graph. Now we discuss two different types of graphs. So first example is, let me draw first y-axis, and we have x-axis. Get it correct? Okay. So here in x-axis we have a variable or a data. We call it. Study hours, and here is your GPA. Okay. So suppose we are making this graph, and we will label 3 points. Suppose first student comes and say that I study 3 hours daily. So this is 3, and he's getting a 2.5 GPA. So it's 2.5 here and 3 here. And we join these two dots and make a new dot here. And the name of this dot is 3, 2.5. So we write the x-axis value first and y-axis value in the second. And there's another student who says I study 4 hours and his marks are 3 GPA. So we cross these two lines and join it to make a new dot. And this dot is 4, 3. And there's another student that says that I study 5 hours and my GPA is 3.5. So when you label it, you get a point somewhere here, and we call it 5, 3.5. So these are three examples of 3 different students. Just change the color to label it properly. So let's call it, this is a student A, this is student B, this is student C. Okay, so when you look at A, B, C, you notice that from A to C, so let's using the table. So from A to C, we notice that study hours are increasing, and also from A to C, we notice that the GPA is also increasing. So since both study hours and GPA are increasing together, this shows that this graph is a positive slope graph. So this way, and then if we draw a line here, so let's select a line, straight line. If we draw a line through these dots, we can see that it's a positive slope line. So how we can notice that it's a positive slope line? That both of the variables are increasing together. Okay. Okay, next we go to the next point. So let's next slide. So next case we'll draw as a second case. So this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Okay, so in this case, here we have GPA. GPA, and here we have leisure. Okay, so I'm adjusting it. So this is layer. Layer. So we have two variables in a graph, study and GPA and layer. Suppose one student comes and says that he rests 10 hours a day and his GPA is 2.5. Okay, so this way, if we join together, we can have a point somewhere here, and the label is 10 comma 2.5. So this is first case. So there is another student and he says I rest for 8 hours and study remaining hours. His GPA is 3. So if we join these two dots, somewhere here it's 8 comma 3. And some other student, and he is at 6 and his GPA is 3.5. So we join together, it will be 6.5. Okay, so this way we can, these 3 points are there. Let's label them with different colors so that you can see. So here it is A student, B student, C students. Let's describe them in the writing. So moving from A to C, we notice that layer time is decreasing, while moving from A to C, we notice that the GPA is increasing. Hence, in this example, GPA and layer are moving in opposite direction. So such example is called negative sloped graph. So let's draw it using a pen. So let's take a straight line and take a red line. So if I don't join these dots, if I make a line, so it's a negative slope red line. So this way we can differentiate between positive slope graph and a negative slope graph. Okay, let's move forward. So the next point in this slide is to give an example of the two similar graphs in terms of their shape. So let's draw a graph again. So this is a y-axis and this is x-axis. Suppose we have two graphs and both are positively sloped. And let's change the color so that we can let's see, study them appropriately and make it thick. So suppose there's one case that is a positive slope line, which is like this. Since it is increasing in both cases, so when you move from here to here, you notice that x is increasing and y is also increasing. How you can notice is you can see that this triangle, or you can see from this circle to this circle. Okay, let me change the color and draw a dot here. So from okay, from this dot, let me draw a line. From this dot to this dot, you notice that you are also increasing this way in x-axis and you're going also up. So the up movement and the right movement both are there, so it's a positive slope. Now let's select another positive slope line with a different color and thickness. So suppose there's another example. This is another graph, and let me make dots here too. and in some other color. So from this point to this point, you can see you are moving right and up. So it's also a positive slope line. So what is the difference between this? So let's select a black color and thinner version. So let's make a benchmark. Suppose we have we are moving from this point. Okay, so this is the starting point, and we can let value is equal to, let's write it here, value equal to, let's value this value equal to 10, and we also notice that for 10 this value is equal to, and there is one value here. Okay, let me write it here. So this is equal to 2 and this is equal to, let's say, 6. So both are positive slope lines and the starting point is different. So for 10 it is 2, and so we have labels. Now suppose we increase this 10 to 11. Okay, and then let's see what happens. So let's draw it again, and if you join this point from here to here and this point from here to here, so since this number, select the writing, so this number is very less, the distance is very small, so I can write it, let's say 3, and this number is very high, so I can write it like 7.5. So what is happening, that now I can type it here. So this red line, it looks more steep in positive slope as compared to the blue line, and the reason behind is that when we, let me write the number here, so it is 11 here. So select. So when we increase x value from 10 to 11, red has increased more than y, more than blue. So if the graph is steep, so for 1 unit increase in x, the increase in steep graph is more than the other graph. So let's label the other one. So the blue line looks more flat as compared to the red line. The reason is that for 1 unit increase in x, there is a smaller increase in blue point as compared to red point. So what is telling us here? So let's include it here. So when graphs are steep, it shows that y changes more in response to x as compared to the flat graphs. So this is a topic that we'll study in our course, that sometimes the graphs are both positive, one is steep and one is flat. So the properties of steep graph is that it will increase more in y if it is steep, and it will increase less in y if the graph is flat. So this way we differentiate between steep and a flat graph.